Hello and welcome back to your favorite spoken English channel, Business Spoken English. In this video, we'll talk about some of the most unique strategies that I've implemented and I observed myself improving a lot. Watching videos in English, observing people speaking, and then copying their accent, their dialect, their speaking style has been an old school. There are certain strategies that you can implement, and within a week, you can observe yourself transforming huge. I've implemented some of these strategies and I've observed myself growing a lot in terms of my pronunciation, accent, speaking, fluency, and several aspects. This particular strategy is called identity shift strategy, in which what you actually do is you don't learn English, you don't talk to people, you don't read books, you don't listen to people, you don't listen to audiobooks. What you do instead is that you act like someone who is really good at English. Yeah, you'll be like, sir, really? I'm not good at English and I'm gonna act like I'm really good. See, it's called identity shift. When you know yourself as that you're really good at English, you change the personality version of yours. It's like leader, host, CEO, or influencer. Just think of yourself as any of these things. Any leader, any host, any CEO, or any influencer. And just continuously just keep on doing this conversation with yourself, being this. For example, see yourself as a host. And then, in your own mind, construct a hosting speech. In your own mind, construct a CEO managing a big business meeting. This will give you a complete different shift. You'll see yourself in your own mind speaking. There's no one to judge. You'll make hundreds of mistakes. Your mind will feel that you're speaking English. And this shift will transform you within a week. And trust me, at beginning you feel that you can't, you're not Manjulika or Bhul Bhulaiya. You cannot just change yourself. You cannot act like someone who you are not. But you're gonna do it in case you want improvement in this particular segment of your life. And trust me, it's gonna pay you off with boots and bound. So just see yourself as any different character and visualize this in your mind and non-stop continue to do conversation with yourself only. You can select various topics in order to talk about, and trust me, you're gonna speak a lot with yourself. You're gonna make hundreds of mistakes. Your mind will observe you speak English, and this will pay you off within a week. Just trust me once and do it. You're gonna follow that particular version of yours only, and you should treat it as utmost priority of your life. When you're free, talk to yourself, and with that version only. When you have got no work, talk to yourself in that version only. If you're in your class, teacher's not teaching you, you've got your lunch, talk to yourself in that particular version only. It's gonna help you a lot. And don't just practice language. That practice of identity will pay you off way more than that practice of language. Because trust me, you know English a lot. It's just that you see yourself that you're not good in English. This fear, this afraidness stops you. And trust me, when you'll see yourself, you'll change your identity from someone who you're not, and then you copy yourself in that particular version, you're gonna start speaking. Because it's just the identity problem that's making you stop from speaking. Because you know English a lot, but when you speak, you see yourself that you're not really good in English, and this fear stops you. I wish I'd be able to explain things, and trust me, just 1 week, that's all it takes in order to make you fluent. Just agree with me, follow this technique, and if this does not happen, next week I'd like you to unsubscribe my channel. Just give it a try and see what happens. There are some more strategies that I've noted, I've observed myself following, and when I've observed that it's actually working in my life, I've noted it down for the reference of yours. Next, it's called constant training. The second strategy that I brought to you is constant training. You train yourself, but there should be extreme control over yourself. For example, when you pressurize yourself for speaking English, you commit a lot of mistakes. But if you give yourself a stipulated time that just this much this many of sentences are required, and I'm going to speak only those sentences. And trust me, if you don't do this, you're gonna end up speaking the same statement ever and ever again, and you'll be observed as someone who has learned the sentences and trying to just recall those sentences that you feel like that. So you should have constraint upon your speaking, that if I have to talk about this matter, I'll take maximum 4 sentences, and those sentences either will be shortest or the longest. It's called constraint, having control over yourself. And this technique will make you have control over the language segment of your mind. You train your mind that this type of sentence fragments are required. You're not supposed to create sentences segments by your own. This helps your mind train in order to speak on different places. When you're with your family, when you're with your friends, when you're with your informal group, you'll be speaking shorter sentences if you practice this. And when you're in your meeting, when you're dealing with people, when you're an influencer, influencing people, if you're managing some work, if you're managing a project, if you're managing a team, on that point you force yourself to speak longer sentences. And trust me, this helps a lot, because your mind gets trained that this is the kind of structure that I need to emphasize on during this particular time. And this helps a lot. The first strategy is identity shift, and second strategy is constraint training. You have control over your language part of your brain, that this is the kind of structure that I want for you to construct. This helps a lot. The third one is called emotion range training. It's called emotional range training. And what it actually does, trust me, it's like it booms. You know how? See, at certain points, your emotion gets at peak. And if you take advantage of that emotion, you take advantage of that language shift as well. You might have observed people speaking English way more than they usually do at the time when they're angry, at the time when they're in love. Have you observed a lovebird talking, "मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ"? No. More frequently, you observe them speaking, saying, "I love you like anything. You're everything for me." They don't say, "तुम मेरे लिए सब कुछ हो." It's like sometimes your language and your emotion, it just attaches to itself. And there's a story of Tenali Rama that I've read a long ago, that once Tenali Rama was, he came in front of king and says, "King, if you'll just recognize what's my mother tongue, I'll agree that the people that you have are smart." The king called all people, and I'm sorry, the story was a very intelligent person enters in a king's building and says, "Lord, if you recognize what's my mother tongue, I'll agree that you have really intelligent people among you." Tenali Rama was one of them. Then everyone tried guessing their language, but that intelligent person kept on speaking in several languages, and people ended up not winning this mother tongue of the intelligent person. So now Tenali Rama was selected for that. What he actually does is he puts some of the pins over the floor, and when that intelligent person kept his leg unconsciously, unknowingly, he just speaks in his mother tongue. Because you know what? When you're at the peak of your emotion, you choose the language which you love the most. When you're with your mama and when you take yawn, oh Bhagwan, ya fir Allah, ya fir Jesus Christ. When you use these, at this particular point, you take the name which you love the most. In the same way, when you are emotionally really high, you select the language which you love the most. And same you're gonna implement with English. When you're really angry, try using English, because trust me, when your emotion is at peak, your mind works really fast. Have you observed, at the time when you're really angry, you don't watch your thoughts. Your thoughts just flows like a river, isn't it? When you're really persuasive, you don't look upon your thoughts, you look upon the idea. You observe that particular idea that needs to be transferred among people. That's what you look at. When you're sarcastic, do you think you look at the language that you utilize? Do you look at these things? No, you look at that particular pun, that particular figure of speech in order to enhance your language, that fun that you create. So when you're emotionally really high, try using English, not as much as possible, but just use it only. Speak English when you're angry. Speak English when you're really sad. Speak English when you're really happy. Trust me, this will help you with leaps and bounds. Because when you're emotionally really high and you use a particular language while speaking that particular situation, it helps you a lot. Your mind catches it. Because your mind remembers emotion, not the lines, not the sentences. So these 3 strategies are gonna help you a lot if you follow it. If you want more just like these, I want you to subscribe Vision Spoken English and suggest any other video topic that you want me to create video upon. Take better care of yourself. You're